Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I, of course, am your host, CDB. You are not. And today we're going to use the Gillette President. I'm going to put an asterisk in there, but I just wanted to show one to you in the event that you are new. This is a vintage Gillette razor with an open comb, butterfly design. Not super common, but they can certainly be found out there on the secondhand market, but you don't see a ton of them. I believe this one was given to me by Don, the Navy Goat. So thank you, Don. I hope you're still well and watching. Probably need to call Don and check in on him. Anyway, we'll put a Astra SP in this one and just close the butterfly doors. And there you have it, your Gillette President. I believe the gold-like version of this is, I think, called a Sheraton. If my memory serves, it's been a while since I've been looking at these razors, and sometimes I forget the name. Oh, also I'm going to be using some Ariana and Evans Asian Plum. Sneaky Pete Charcalis makes this, so you know it's good stuff. By the way, if you're a member of the Shaving Shop, sorry, run a little water there. The Shaving Shop Club, the brush, the Ariana and Evans brush is on sale today. It's a great looking brush. Go to the Ariana and Evans site or the Shaving Shop Club. I can't remember which site it's on. Go look at the Shaving Shop Club website. Check it out. It's a gorgeous brush. I think today it's only on sale for members of the club. So if you're not a member, you'll probably have to wait a little bit. I don't know all the details, but go check it out. Join the club if you want. Again, it doesn't make me a dime, but I really like the looks of that brush, so I did order one just because, you know, I just love the way that brush looks, so I did grab one for myself. And we're going to use the Asian Plum and get a good shave. And by the way, if you've never seen one of Sneaky Pete, that's Peter Charcalis' videos, you got to go check them out. When this guy lathers, he works the lather, and it looks like he's got a sheet of spack on his face. It is so white and so thick. It's unbelievable. You got to see. Like, he's really working it, though. Like, he's getting in there. He's talking. You know, he's working it. And me, I don't work the leather too long. I just sort of get it to, you know, the way I like it. But his face looks like a sheet of spackle or drywall. You know, like, it just looks like he's taken a roller and with a very thick paint painted his face. It's something to behold. You got to check it out. It is something to behold. But anyway, this Asian Plum here smells nice. If you like the plum scent, again, made by Ariana and Evans. Sold through, I guess, the Shaving Shop Club. I get confused with all these names, folks. I'm sorry. But Google it. You'll find it. Good products. That much I can tell you. By the way, today I'm using my West Coast shaving brush, which I love. It will be given a little bit of a break when I get my Ariana and Evans brush, because I definitely want to try that one out. I got this synthetic in the, I think 26 millimeter. Is that what it was? I don't remember. Anyway, it looks great, and we'll see how it goes. This soap is a very nice scent. And this razor is a really nice vintage razor. If you see one of these in good shape and it's not crazy expensive, you know, let's say you see it for 30, 40, 50 bucks, might be well worth buying. If it's like 150, no. But in that $30 to $50 range, I think it's a pretty good buy, because you're not going to see a lot of them. So if it's in really good shape, you know, grab it. This is really a nice vintage razor. Again, given to me by Don the Navy Goat, so thank you, Don. And people tell me sometimes in the email, stop repeating yourself. Well, that's just what I do. I repeat myself because I want these points to be heard. So yes, I want Don the Navy Goat to know I'm appreciative. And so yes, sometimes I repeat myself. And as I've mentioned before, at one point in time, I was a trainer, and I trained on computer products, on how to use particular computer products. And this sort of the adage for trainers was, tell them what you're going to tell them. That's the intro. Tell them, that's the actual content. And then tell them what you told them, the summary. So I've sort of carried that over. And I have not done training for, 15, maybe more years. But that still stays with me to this day. So when I'm trying to get something across, I tend to really hammer it home. And it is a little bit repetitive, I understand that, but chances are, if you're hearing something multiple times through the course of one of my videos, it's because I think it's important. And so, receive the information as you will, but the bottom line is I'm probably going to continue to repeat myself, as it's just in my nature to do so. So please don't be offended by it. And if you are, not much I can do. So, but take the information with the spirit that's being given, which is, hey, just trying to be helpful and tell you about my experience using these products, and that's all there is to it. All right, let's knock a little bit of this down. Really, really nice soap here, the Asian Plum. Smells great. Performance is great, and I don't remember which version of the formula this was, whether this was his first production version. I'm sure he's changed it since then. A lot of artisans are always tinkering with their formulas to get the best possible performance. But my general philosophy on formulas is as follows. Don't throw out your old product just to buy a new formula, unless you have tried that formula and you truly believe, and hopefully you've tried it in a blind test where you don't know what it is. And if, say, your wife or significant other or spouse, husband, whatever, dips it out and puts it in a bowl, you don't know which one is which, the old or the new, and you pick the new and it's just like, this is 5 times better than the last, then okay. But apart from that circumstance, do not just abandon your old soap formula because a new one came out. Try it, see if you can get your hands on a sample, try it blind, and then decide, because there's so much influence in this community, and a lot of it is salesmanship, marketing, some very good marketing folks, but I do believe the artisan genuinely try to make a product every single time they come out with a new formula. The question is always, how much better is it? Is it 4 or 5 times better, or is it incremental? And my argument generally is, from one to the next, it's incremental. They might add a little of this and that in it. But for those of you on a tight budget, there's no need to throw out what you already have. If it's working perfectly for you, there's no need to throw it out. Maybe get a different scent in the new formula, but don't throw out, let's say you have Asian Plum in version 1.0, and now he's on version 3, 4, 5.0. I wouldn't recommend you get Asian Plum unless you just love the scent, it's your number one soap. Try one of the other scents maybe that you like in the new formula, and then see if you really want to buy the new formula. Because I know there's always these, code names of formulas, and it's the latest one is always the best of all time, and so on. And I would say that too. And I definitely believe that they believe that the product is great. Just like I believe this is the greatest video I've ever made. And so, you're always going to feel like the product you're producing is good. We all do. We all think the things we're doing is pretty good. Anyway, just beware. And if you're on a tight budget, spend wisely. Spend wisely. That's the advice that I would give you. Learn from my mistakes and experience. This is why I'm here. It's for you all to learn from my mistakes because I was, quite frankly, too silly to learn from the old timers 6 years ago or more. I don't remember. It was, I want to say 26 or 7 years ago when I first started in this style of shaving. A lot of old timers were like, you don't need to buy all that stuff. Slow down, figure out what you like. I did not listen to any of that advice, and I wasted a lot of money that didn't need to be wasted. But it's a lesson learned. So now obviously I don't do that. Rarely do I pull the trigger on something. It really has to send up some markers for me before I will pull the trigger on something, because I have too much as it is, and so there's just no need. But just spend wisely, unless you just have unlimited resources, and then if you do, then do whatever you want. Good for you. I'm one of those people that I say, you know, if you have a lot of extra resources and unlimited, good for you. I'm happy for you. I don't look down on people who could just do whatever they want. Like, there seems to be a certain mentality just generally. And boy, this, by the way, I know I'm getting off subject, but residual slickness, fantastic with this soap, by the way. Just touching up a little bit. But anyway, I just try to remain happy for folks. If they're doing well and they're not, cheating people out of something, then I say, God bless, good for you. And so that's sort of the attitude I like to have. Anyway, this was a really nice shave. The Asian Plum was fantastic. I'm gonna do a head shave after this. I don't know if I do it on film or not, but I'm gonna do a head shave. Asian Plum by Sneaky Pete Charcalis from Ariana and Evans. No, he's not really sneaky, but I just like saying Sneaky Pete. It's fun to say. Try it yourself. The razor, Gillette Senator Vintage Open Comb Butterfly Razor. If you can get your hands on one and the price is right, worth having. You don't see them every day, so, be cognizant of that. West Coast shaving brush, fantastic as always. We'll be showing you the Ariana and Evans brush soon, as I did buy that today, so we're looking forward to that. I want to thank everybody for joining us once again. Until next time, I've been your host, CDV. You are not. God bless.